Crypto enters the pod just before it is about to close in order to protect Kal-El. Lara tells Jor-El that it will be beneficial for their son to have a buddy, despite the fact that Jor-El tries to prevent them from doing so. As Krypton explodes, the pod takes off into the sky and disappears. A distraught Kal-El is consoled by Crypto. Crypto has problems getting along with other animals and letting go of Superman when he is dating Lois Lane, despite the fact that he is Superman's best friend and the super dog. While everything is going on, a guinea pig by the name of Lulu, who was used as a test subject by Lex Luthor, acquires orange kryptonite, which endows her with the same superpowers as Ace the dog, PB the pig, Merton the turtle, and Chip the squirrel, who were all rescued animals. Lulu seeks to break Lex out of jail while simultaneously locking up the Justice League with the assistance of her own guinea pig army, whom she has empowered with special abilities. Crypto forms an alliance with the other pets in order to save the League, and he instructs them on how to coordinate their efforts in order to keep their newly acquired abilities under control. After Lulu has been set free by Lex, he ultimately betrays her and abandons her for his assistant, Mercy Graves. Lulu loses her cool and makes the irrational decision to put Lex and the League on a rocket that will detonate as soon as it leaves Earth's atmosphere in order to murder them all. The Super Pets band together in order to rescue the League and put up a fight against Lulu, but she manages to consume the kryptonite and transform into a monstrously large being. Ace comes to Crypto's aid just in time to save him after Crypto utilizes a special move to defeat and depower her. Crypto is okay with Superman and Lois becoming engaged, and the Justice League decides to take in the rest of the pets, in addition to 2 of Lulu's rehabilitated guinea pigs. The Super Pets eventually form their own heroic squad, but Mercy eventually locates Lulu so that the 2 of them can collaborate on their own malicious plots. Everyone in this day and age is familiar with Kal-El in his guise as Clark Kent, Superman. Crypto, played by Dwayne Johnson, is still his best friend, and the 2 of them participate in a variety of activities together, including as flying around Metropolis and fighting villains. On the other hand, Crypto does not get along well with other animals, as evidenced by the fact that he does not get along well with other dogs at the park. In addition to this, he is envious of the bond that Superman has with Lois Lane. Crypto has been told by the other dogs that he may be excluded from the group now that Superman has a girlfriend. In an effort to find Crypto a new companion, Clark takes him to a local animal shelter. A boxer dog named Ace, a pig named PB, a turtle named Merton with poor eyesight, a squirrel named Chip, and a bald guinea pig named Lulu, who was experimented on by Lex Luthor and now has plans for world domination, are some of the animals that are currently. Ace makes an effort to flee the refuge by climbing through the window and escaping that way. He then runs into Crypto outside, where the 2 of them have a heated argument after Crypto freezes Ace's feet to the ground, which ultimately results in Ace being captured once more. Later on that day, Crypto and Superman use their X-ray vision to find Lex and his secretary Mercy Graves, who are attempting to use a tractor beam to bring in an orange kryptonite meteor because Lex believes that it would offer him superpowers. The rest of the Justice League, including Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Jessica Cruz, and Cyborg, join Crypto and Superman on their mission to stop him. They are successful as a group, defeating Lex and resulting in his and Mercy's incarceration. Despite this, Lulu manages to drag a little fragment of the orange kryptonite toward the shelter while she is explaining to the others that the kryptonite is effective on animals. She receives special abilities just in time to escape her confinement just as the animal sanctuary goes up in flames. The other animals also acquire special abilities. For example, Ace becomes incredibly powerful and invulnerable. PB gains the ability to modify her size. Merton accelerates to incredible speeds, and Chip is granted control over lightning. They manage to escape the refuge in the nick of time. In a later episode, Clark gets ready for a date with Lois as Crypto wants to watch the Great British Bake Off with him. Crypto entertains fantasies of tossing Lois far away, but instead he complains to Clark. Clark, who is tired up with Crypto's complaints, labels him a terrible dog and tells him to stop. Crypto, who is in pain, goes to his room and puts on some music to block out the surrounding noise. As soon as Clark steps outside, Lulu is there to greet him and immediately begins to weaken him by showing him some green kryptonite. He is launched into the air, and Lois, who witnesses the event, immediately notifies the rest of the Justice League. Crypto discovers what is wrong and tries to take action, but he loses his superpowers after eating a piece of cheese that was concealed in a Batman dog toy. Lulu had placed a piece of kryptonite in the cheese. The remaining members of the Justice League arrive for the battle, but Lulu has already armed her army of guinea pigs with their own unique abilities before they arrive. The guinea pigs are victorious over the League and even manage to capture them. Crypto approaches the other animals that are housed at the sanctuary and begs them for assistance in retrieving Superman. They initially refuse because they are interested in visiting a farm that Ace keeps bringing up, but as Crypto reveals that he has been lying to them, he manages to convince them to assist him by threatening Ace with dire consequences if he reveals the truth. As Lulu makes her way to Stryker's Island to rescue Lex, her dogs eventually catch up to her. They are being repelled by Lulu's troops, in addition to a stray cat named Whiskers, whom Lulu rescued from the animal shelter. Whiskers has a habit of hacking up hairball bombs and launching rockets from her tail. They are defeated by Lulu due to the fact that they are unable to keep their powers under control, and Krypto is hurled in the direction of the Hall of Justice. Up to Ace's arrival, he is at a loss for what to do next. He tells Krypto about his history, how he was formerly owned by a kind family but was eventually abandoned because he bit the arm of the baby when he was trying to protect her from sliding down the stairs. This resulted in him being taken to an animal shelter. Krypto is told by Ace that this is a normal expression of a dog's unconditional love. They get back together with the other pets in order to carry on with their objective. Krypto encourages the pets to cooperate in order to improve their own abilities and better combat Whiskers. Merton gets spectacles, PB gains more self-assurance, and Chip learns to relax a little bit more about his stressful life. They work together to corner Whiskers under a dumpster, where she is ultimately killed by one of her own grenades but doesn't need to worry about dying for good because she still has 8 lives. When Lulu finally arrives on Stryker's Island, she eliminates every guard she encounters on the way to Lex's cell and then frees him. Despite the fact that Lex seems pleased to see Lulu, he ultimately betrays her and locks her up in his cell after he is set free. He brings Mercy along with him, and after the other pets appear, they lock them all up in their own cells. Krypto tries to communicate with Lulu and offers to let her join their squad so that they can save the Justice League. However, instead of becoming less angry, Lulu becomes more angry and decides to take out Lex and the Justice League on her own. She manages to escape from her confinement and then leaves. Krypto's powers return to him all of a sudden when he, consumes the kryptonite, and he is able to assist his pals in escaping, but he instructs them to remain behind so that they are not injured. It should come as no surprise that they pay no attention to him. Lulu finally catches up to Lex and manages to corner him in the League of Assassins. She then places all of them in a rocket that will detonate as soon as it is outside of Earth's atmosphere. Krypto eventually locates them and engages in combat with Lulu and the other guinea pigs. When Lois' helicopter is hit by Lulu, she, too, is thrown into the turmoil that ensues. While the other pets race to help the League, Krypto travels to find her and save her. PB expands her size to the point where Merton, Chip, and Ace can run up to the top of the rocket with her help. Chip creates a crater in the ground so that Ace can use his considerable power to free the League. Krypto engages in combat with Lulu, breaking her kryptonite rock in the process. However, rather than being rendered powerless, Lulu is transformed into a monstrous kaiju as a result of the kryptonite being absorbed into her brain. The newly liberated League joins forces with the pets to battle Lulu, but she proves to be far too powerful. Then, Krypto comes to the conclusion that he needs to do the move known as the Solar Paw Punch, which requires him to fly all the way to the sun despite the fact that it could end his life. He follows through with this plan and then hits Lulu with enough force to expel the